July 6th, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about the fireworks display in Independence last night. Now, I posted a 5-minute episode of that. It was about 15 minutes long. Very good fireworks display. But like everything here in Kansas City and Independence, things sour pretty quick. And, it just never phases to amaze me, the people here. I mean, when you go to these events, it don't matter where you go. It don't matter if you go to Worlds of Fun. It don't matter if you go to the stadium. And I will comment about the stadium. I'm not much of a sports fan, really, when it comes to like football or baseball or anything. But I will say I was very impressed how they handled the traffic getting in and out of the stadium. It was done, I would say I'd give them a 10. Now, Worlds of Fun, it can be a chaotic mess. Even when they used to have their Christmas deal there, I mean, sometimes you'd sit there an hour and a half and you just had to wait. But that's where this gets kind of funky. People have to realize when they go to these events, it's gonna take a while to get out, okay? And after we had watched this fireworks display, we had some chairs like you have, like, if you're out camping or whatever. So I just take my time. I put them back in the bags and stuff because you ain't going to anywhere fast. I mean, people don't realize that. And here you go. So we get back up to the RV vehicle in the parking lot. I'm going to show this. And this guy in this minivan, he actually bumped or scraped the side of our bumper. But that wasn't even the half of it. After that, it was like, well, we want to do is like, well, we'll just let it go. But I have a woman that comes zooming down in an old beat up car, and she turns almost head on into us, and then she acts like she's going to go into where this other person's parked. Now, these people, I don't know where they think they're going. It took almost 27 minutes. Me and my son, after being there last night, we went on up north up there, went up to the casino for a little bit. And just to get to 291 from where Independence over there is, it took 27 minutes just to get up to 291 off 24 Highway from Truman. Yeah, not good. And I just love Independence here in Kansas City, how they've got all these more construction zones. What I don't understand is why don't they finish some of the stuff they got tore up first before they go on? I mean, it's just like Raytown up there by Raytown Police Department. They've been on this thing for 3.5 months now, and the Storm Street drains. It takes 3.5 months to replace Storm Street drains. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, what's going on? Then they get out here on 40 Highway and decide to strip half of 40. It's like they're just pulling their money from the federal government. Is that what the deal is? And they're just trying to, so they have so much to spend, they got to spend it. I mean, we got roads here that have holes. 23rd Street over here, they got some big holes. They need to go by there and patch some of this stuff. But there's places where they're just tearing stuff up. Just like down here by the zoo, off 63rd, they tore that whole little corner off. Now, what's that going to do for that Storm Street drain? I can understand if it was for other stuff, but right there in that corner, there's not even no homes, houses, or anything around there. It's like in mud up on the hillville there, and that's it. I guess it keeps them in work, huh, guys? Anyway, we're going to go over there. I'm going to show this van. I'm going to show this car and stuff. And like I say, it just never fails to amaze me how these people, it's like after they go to these events, they can get out in 2 or 5 minutes and they're gone. It just doesn't happen. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys. Now this is what last night, that minivan, what it did. He backed it back up. He caught right here and he scraped all the way across. And I'm thinking, how can you back out of an area and not see what you're doing? But wanted to show that real quick. But now hold on. All right, guys. So here's the parking lot up here, that church parking lot. Like I said, I think it's a Church of Christ Latter-day Saints where everybody pulls up there and parks in and stuff. And thought it had a pretty good place here. We got there early. We backed in here. You'd think that you'd think you'd be okay. Oh no, 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 no. Hold on. All right, guys. So this is after I'd already talked to the guy. He's backing out. But when he pulled this Honda, this minivan out, he like I say, he scraped our bumper. And I'm thinking, well, now there wasn't even any cars behind him. He couldn't pull straight. He couldn't drive it very good, for one thing. But I mean, I just thought, man, you know. And I'm thinking, if these people think it's tight there at this parking lot, well, they should be at the zoo because the parking where they got the lines are a lot closer than that. So that's even more out there. But let's go ahead. I want you guys to see this. So there goes the Honda that scraped our bumper. And some of the cars, people were doing okay. They were taking turns, but other ones, not so good. So this gal in this little red vehicle, she pulls out in front of us and she's got her wheels turned in like she's coming to come head on into us. This gal, this was a thing here. This was weird, man. I had to honk at her because I didn't know what she was going to do. And then, like, there was another one backing out in front of her. And it's like she couldn't pull in nowhere like that. Look at this red vehicle here. See this? Those wheels are turned coming head on at me. What was that? And then there's this van over here. Okay, guys? So I'm looking at this, and this gal, she's like freaking out, man. It's like, what is she doing? And see, this one's backing up. Let's see if I can dim this down a little bit so you guys can see. I don't know if that's going to make it too dark. It's going to make it too dark. But then this gal, when she turns this way, she's going to turn around in front of me too. But she almost gets out of her car too. It's like, well, what's she going to do? Jump out of her car and leave her car there or something? I mean, I don't know what this deal was here either. But I'm just thinking, man, these people, if they do go to this church, I mean, anybody could go to this, but if they go to this church, this just blew my mind, man. I mean, this is just crazy. There we go. I think I can do it like that. I don't know if I'll make it too dark. I want you guys to see her open this door, too. Let's get it back up so you guys can see. It took almost 10 minutes to just get out of the parking lot here. But like I say, I mean, if you're hold on, guys. My dash cam works in, I got 3-minute segments. Okay. So I'd go on to the next one here. But this was just funky. And I've never seen this. I mean, we've went over there many, many times, but this had to be the worst ever I've ever seen. This is crazy. Now she's opening her door. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna go? I don't get it. That I was thinking, God, I hope she don't get out of the car and run out, and the car's just left there. I mean, this was really funky. Like I say, guys, this was not. I don't know. Oh yeah, we're not done yet. You know what amazes me though? You go to these events here, or lots of other different places, and go out to Las Vegas, and even though you got people from all over, people are pretty much courteous. You once in a great while you'll get one out there in Vegas that, will just plow through or whatever. But most of the time they take turns. One person will go, the other person will go. And I've done a lot of driving out there. Now see, she hit her. I think that window was down. I don't get that. Hold on. All right, guys. We'll wrap this up pretty quick. And just another thing I noticed, which was kind of odd this time now. Independence, they provide pretty good security out there. And the Independence Police, most of them are pretty good. But something I did see this time, it kind of, I don't know, is this kind of questionable. Now, I was married to a legal secretary. She was German, and she had several sisters and stuff. And one of her sisters actually was married to a cop down in the country, and then he became a detective. And he would carry his sidearm on him, or a lot of times where anywhere pretty much and stuff. But what was in question at this thing, they got these signs up, and not supposed to be any weapons that was supposed to go in here. Now, the thing of it was, of course, the police can carry them. Anybody in law enforcement, anything higher, you got from FBI to, we had Secret Service here. We got a little bit of everything here in Kansas City. There's a lot more than people realize. But there was a guy that was sitting several chairs down. And I don't know if he, I was trying to think if this guy, because I know a lot of what these Independence police officers look like, a lot of them. They've hired some new ladies on too. But this guy, he had two guns on him. And he would just wear just normal clothes. It was just, But the thing that bothered me, the guy had a holster. He had one gun holstered. And he had another gun in his left pocket. And I just thought, well, if they are enforcing this and stuff, and then you got Independence Police walking around with all their tactical gear, their, two guns, their tasers, I just thought that seemed a little odd. And then I thought, well, even if this gentleman was an Independence Police officer, he thought he needed two guns on him there at this fireworks event. I don't know. That seems a little strange. and that seems a little out of character. A couple years back, I worked up there at World's Fun. Now, World's Fun's used for a lot of different things. They use it for a tactical place too, for like if there's a terrorist, they train the police up there and stuff. Like if there was an event that takes place, they practice up there in World's Fun even. If you don't know that, guys. But what I found interesting was some of the guys that train to be police officers and stuff. They actually go up there. Some of the ones, the Clay County and the rest, the sheriffs and the other ones, there was some young guys. I mean, some younger guys that were probably just out of, high school or college, and they would jog through World's Fun. Okay, like early in the morning, like when we were doing other like maintenance and cleanup and stuff like that. And it just made me think that this guy, I just thought, I don't know, it just didn't look right. So, I wonder what the protocol is here if there's an event and it says no weapons or handguns. Because I've noticed lately there's been a lot of stuff on the net. There's been a lot of conflict between officers too, between FBI, regular police, ICE agents, and the rest. And I'm thinking, if you're at an event, how is that handled? And why would you need a backup gun? I don't know. It just something that independents might want to take a look at there, because I thought that was a little strange, especially if you got all those kids there. They had police officers all over the area with their vest and everything else, but did they figure that was that high a threat? I don't know. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open. There's always stuff to be aware of out there here in Kansas City and Independence, Missouri. Have a good one, guys.